Did not. Okay. Can you see the some? Here now it's working. Okay, good. Good. Welcome to the Senior Instructor Review Class Qigong Level 2. So this Qigong Level 2 consists also 4 disciplines: the Tao Yin Qigong, Tien Qigong, and then we have the Buddha Palm Qigong and the Elixier Qigong. Before we start, we do some practice, especially is for the review class. We're going into the practice. I like a little bit to explain the universal healing Tao system. The universal healing Tao system is like a puzzle. Actually, can you only look the big picture or not? This is now the presenter view. So a puzzle. We look at a puzzle. A puzzle consists of many small pieces. And in the puzzle, doesn't matter actually where you start to make the puzzle together. You can start in the middle, it's maybe a little bit more difficult, or you can start on the end. Huh? So the end is a little bit more the basic.
Do you need a big picture? Do you need a big picture?
Yeah, I mean, normally it's... Okay, I can go out again. So when I go slideshow, and then here.
It can.
Yeah, now okay, now it's okay. So many people present in the one piece of the puzzle, and they say this is the whole picture. Like they do Tai Chi, they do healing, they do massage. So this is only a piece of the whole puzzle. And Chia makes the whole system to one picture. Bring all the pieces here into one picture. But to understand the whole picture, you need to have the whole picture also. So if you start with the basic, with one thing, sometimes you need to have also information like also practice to understand completely the basic. If you start, let's say we have so that is like we have basic Qigong level 1, 2, and then we have basic inner smile, exhaling sound, basic microcosmic orbit, iron shirt 1, 2, 3, the basic Tai Chi 1, 2, 3, and then going up fusion 1, 2, 3, and then immortal practice, Kan and Li, and then we have another branch, is the cosmic healing and the Jin and Zhang branch. So this is the whole picture. See, to understand this whole picture needs a lot of things. But so if somebody starts with fusion, to understand fusion, he needs to understand basic. But to understand basic, you also need to understand the fusion, to understand totally the basic. So some people, they starting the basic and then they stuck on what direction now I have to spiraling, how many times I have to do, all these things, these already things, they're not understood, but they stuck on small details in the basic. The practice makes you understanding. Which direction, how many times, the practice makes you, we give you some, or Mahashia tried to give you some numbers and idea, but if you forgot, and that this is not an excuse not to do. We always have an excuse not to do. Oh, I don't know exactly how the form look like. No? Actually, Mahashia is a great example. The form doesn't matter. The essence. He is a master of teaching the essence and not the form. Sometimes now, okay, he forgot clearly the form. That doesn't matter. But he has the essence in the world. We, or the senior instructor, we are more a little bit to teach the form. That we are trained and to the form. Over the time, we also starting to teach the essence. But to start to teach the essence, you need a long time practice. So if you're going to be an instructor, on the beginning, you start to teach a form. And over the time of teaching and practicing, you start to teach the essence of the form. And then you find out the form doesn't matter so much. The essence is the key of the practice. But to understand the practice, okay, we need a form. To understand the essence, we need a form. But then the form and the essence makes complete together, makes everything understandable. So this is one thing I like to mention because I had the same problem on the beginning. You know, I went to this instructor and then he showed another instructor, another form, and they do a little bit different, and then we get confused. On the beginning, I agree, a very beginner needs a little bit to consist the same, but over time you think, hey, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you drive a BMW, you drive a Mercedes, or you drive a Toyota, or it's just a car. And now you drive electric car, now they have a gear car, automatic car. So, but the driving to come from one place to the other is the essence of the practice. There is the nitric oxide, what I already explained. What I put them, I like this so much, and I put this in the practice, but generally we need to do nasal breathing. And nasal breathing, this is now the explanation why we teach nasal breathing. Okay, we can understand the nose has a filter and can do many things, what not the mouth can do. So the NASA, let's say, you know why in the European or in the cold country the people have bigger nose than in the Asian country? You know why? In the cold country they have bigger nose in the warm country they have more flat nose, because a bigger nose can cool down the air, can warm up the air better than in the warm country. You don't need to do it. So it's the same in the cold country. You should not breathe the cold air right into the lungs. For those that experience that, makes them quite pain. Get the cold air in the lungs when they do some sport, and then so it can really damage the lung. So the nasal breathing with the nitric oxide and the long exhalation is a key point. So nasal breathing, long exhalation. You can do this without the humming sound, but now the humming sound give us more explanation that producing more nitric oxide. So you see here, this is the nitric oxide production by nasal breathing, and when you do the humming sound, this is much higher, go quite high up, the nitric oxide production with the humming sound. So that is, and the blood flow itself makes nitric oxide too. So when you do the Qigong, you open the channel, you open the blood vessel, the energy, the blood can better flow, and then when the blood flow creates nitric oxide, and this nitric oxide makes the blood vessel bigger, and the blood can even and more smoother, and the blood can even flow much better. These are now not so long time ago, this research. And that gives you also an understanding why lower the blood pressure pill, with blood pressure pill, you lower the blood flow, is actually a worse thing what we do. Because you lower the blood pressure, with the pill, the blood can flow less, because the heart pump less, so the blood flow less, so you have less nitric oxide production, right? So you have to look something why the heart has to pump more to get the blood flow, and not just making the heart beat down. Now it's okay, you have a less blood pressure because heartbeat going down and everything, and is everything okay? So you have to take the tension out of the blood, the blood vessel. That's why many people, when they go on holiday, my blood pressure go down, surprisingly, because we are relaxed in the holiday, right? Okay, so this is some part what I like to talk. So then we coming to the forms. We see here all these they're all in book forms, and this is the golden Elixir Qigong. No, so the same this is now the golden Elixir Qigong, and there is another same book actually called Elixir Qigong. Sometimes golden, sometimes elixir. It doesn't matter so much this naming, right? And then we have the Tien Qigong and the Tao Yin, and the Buddha palm you find in the Cosmic Healing book. Actually, it's quite a nice book. I would also, even when you're not learned yet the Cosmic Healing, has all the book actually, they have always good information inside. And the Cosmic Healing, the Buddha palm, we're going now because we not have done in the seminar all the form. It's the whole form is in here described, and also described how you can make the secret or the blessing water, the structured water, is a healing water. So how to make that? I mean, this you can use for food and water. So how you do the healing water, and how you create a chi field in your place. That is an important aspect, especially when you're going to teach, that you create the chi field. I mean, like you have a dome, or a house, a room, and there you bring the good energy in. And same like when you meditate all the time in the same room, energy will change. But with some mind power, you can bring this energy in. That's why the Tao Garden has also, when people come in here, they feel the chi, the energy is much stronger than outside. So we have this chi, feel this energy in the place. This you can do at home the same, and you can also put some empty vases. We have the empty vases, and this is Feng Shui. Feng Shui is more the outer environment, and the Qigong, the meditation, is the inner environment. Environment is the key point. We know, we accept already the outer environment. We don't want to live in a dirty house, in a dirty place, and we want to have a nice place, and even then around the house and everything, we try to get this, but the inner environment, we not so much involved. We don't think so much on it, but this is exactly the same. We need to do that. So inner environment, in the milieu start to create some negative, or we call that, yeah.
Sorry, Walter. Do the slides you have here, are they also on Google Drive or not?
This on, I mean, you have this. You have on the recording. And then you can make a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
So for all the slides, so it's just that. What? Yeah, they record also here. Is now working here? It's working here too? Yeah, so good. This is the technical. So for the slide, actually, sometimes also, she always create new slide, and then I just make a screenshot and use this. It's easy, much easier. Okay, I could maybe also ask, can I get the slide and all that, but this just making screenshot, and that I have. You can put in the PowerPoint presentation if you want to use it. Yeah.
And I have another question. Amanda Chia was talking about the trees, and he said that we were out to do the exercise.
The tree meditation, yeah. Actually, this is also here in the book, tree meditation. But actually, it's an easy. You communicate first with a tree, like you not approach to somebody and you hug immediately, right? Hello, I love you. No, we don't do that. We communicate, we smile, and we start a little bit of small talk, the same as with the tree. And you stand a little bit on the aura of the tree, and the aura of the tree is when the sunshine on the top gives the shade down, and the shade, it is about the aura of the tree. So you stay there, and you start to communicate and to get the connection. And then you just, what the tree wants? Carbon dioxide. So you exhale out of the tree, right? Just when you breathe, and then even you can load this carbon dioxide with some negative, what you feel, negative energy. You load this in the exhalation, and you can give this down to the earth, and then you can receive the oxygen in your body, to inhale. So you exhale down, And then you feel in, you can leave the arm movement or just you stay there and do this mentally. And over the time you can go closer and you can hug him, you become a good friend to the trees.
So do you, when you're breathing in, do you imagine it's coming up from the earth through the tree and then to you, or is it just coming?
Yeah, I do like, I do the earth, breathing out, and so you also can do, you exhale to the tree, down, and you can inhale from the earth up. So this is two way what you do both way. Like you give the carbon dioxide to the tree, going down and to the earth and bring the earth energy up. That is the tree meditation. So this tree meditation, the Buddha palm actually is from the cosmic healing part of the thing, but and activate the 8 psychic channel is a part of the fusion practice. So the 8 psychic channel, what is the Buddha palm we're going now to do? So we activate the first part, we connect the heaven and earth. So when you have the first part here, you go to you connecting to the heaven, and then you come down and you connect here, and you here. So you make this circle. This is the heaven, and here is the earth. So you're connecting the earth and the heavenly energy. And then the part 2 is the bridge and regulator channel. The bridge and regulator channel has actually 2 yin channel and 2 yang channel. That's why it's 4. So this we count 4. And then we're going then to the part 3. We have the microcosmic orbit, is the government channel and the function channel. So this is 2. So we have 6, right? And then...
You just say the 6 again?
No, part 2 is 4, bridge and regulator channel. Part 3 is microcosmic orbit. There are 2 channels, functional and government channel. And there also we do the trusting channel, the middle channel. This is the fusion, straight from the crown to the perineum. This we do in the part 3, microcosmic orbit and the trusting channel. And then we have the belt channel is in part 4. So this is the 8 psychic channel, what we activate in the Buddha palm. And we're learning to project and receiving energy with the palm. What you can use for yourself, you can use for other people. And part 4, we learning to sending energy with the finger, and the other hand is the receiving. So we can do all finger, but mostly we're using the index finger and the middle finger. But first, we're going to the part 3. Part 3, the microcosmic orbit. So we need to know the points. So we have the navel, and the back point is the door of life, lumbar 2 and 3. Then we have the solar plexus, is between the navel and sternum in the middle. And opposite point is the thoracic 11, we call T11. And then we have the heart, is in the middle of the sternum, heart center, and opposite point is the wing point, is thoracic 5 and 6. And then we have the throat center here, a little bit here, just here, there's a hole here. So in the big bone, the C7, cranial 7. And then we have the mid-eyebrow. Opposite point, the jade pillow, is the little hole here on the back of the head, the jade pillow. And then the crown point, the middle of the crown point, is going down to the perineum. So that is, when we go, this is the thrusting channel. So we're going to do this, we're not using the sexual center, we're not using, but we're going navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, mid-eyebrow, and crown. So in the part 2, we already did the throat and mid-eyebrow, so that we know already. But now, first, we call the open the gates. Here is the triple warmer and the pericard point. So when you have by the wrist here, like 2 fingers, by the wrist joint, 2 fingers, there's 1 point here, and when you make a needle through, is the other point. So we have the triple warmer, and we have the pericard on the other side, the 2 points. And this point, we connect. So we have the arm. So as we started on the right over left, so we have the right on top, and then the left below. And we have this point connect to here. So we have the pericard to the triple warmer. And then we turn. So we open and we close. So we have here the gate here, open here. And now the left hand goes to about the sexual center, and on the right hand you open the tiger mouth. Tiger mouth, you know already here, the large intestine point here in the index finger thumb. So when you stretch index finger thumb, you open the tiger mouth. So you open the tiger mouth, and we're using now the tiger mouth to project the energy into the Dantian. And you feel the chi ball here in the palm, and you're here to protect. On the beginning, maybe you can only focus one part, so you maybe focus first here. Later on, feel the energy here, you can feel also the palm, and you can move both, push and pull. So you project the energy, navel, always mix through navel, back point, even go far away in the universe, and you come back. So push and pull. So you're moving this here. And then the left hand stay below, and you raise up the right hand. Solar plexus, and always the same, push and pull. Heart, throat, mid-eyebrow. And then the same down again. So throat, heart, solar, and navel. And now we have chi ball, but in a horizontal plane. Before we had the chi ball like this, now we chi ball. Squeezing is a very good practice for those that not have kind of chi feeling. We do a lot of squeezing the chi ball. And over the time you can feel there is some, like a magnet, like when you hold 2 magnets and you put them, you want to you polarize like that, can push them together. When they are same, they clack together, but you reverse them, and then you want to push them together, but you can push them together. It's the same feeling. you can create the same feeling, because you can create yin and yang polarity, and that makes the hand, you cannot push them together. And so you can squeeze